and welcome, guys. We've had the qualifying session for Monza, round 16, the home of the Tifosi. And well, what a qualifying we got. It was mega close through pretty much every session, wasn't it? Let's jump straight into Q1, and it was a bad session for the Racing Bulls. Liam Lawson in last place. Not seen that for a while, and he just didn't seem to have anything in him. Made a mistake on his main run, and I think that's what really cost him there. And then the two Alpines, Pierre Gasly in 19th, Franco Colapinto in 18th. A good session for Franco, I suppose. He beats his teammate, but not fantastic. Lance Stroll in 17th and Isaac Hadjar in 16th from podium to P16 this weekend. Another one, disappointing session for him, really. The star of that session was, though, Yuki Tsunoda with a P4. Really good to see him jump so close up to the front. And the surprise, actually, was George Russell as well, actually. He put on a fantastic lap. The Mercedes looked like they come to the front on the mediums. He was at fastest, so a great job from him. Max Verstappen showing some promise for the Red Bull early doors in second, and Lando Norris in third in that session. A bad performance though from Lance Stroll, P17 I think in that session, when his teammate was P6 in the Q1 session. So yeah, another disappointing session for Lance Stroll there. Into Q2, Esteban Ocon 15th, Alex Albon in 14th. A really disappointing session for the Williams, because it was his teammate in 13th, Carlos Sainz, and then both of them showed much promise in the early free practice sessions. Looked like they had front-running pace, so to be out in Q2 is massively disappointing. Hulkenberg P12 and Ollie Berman in P11. Hulkenberg again outclassed by his more junior teammate Gabi Bortoleto. So another disappointing session there, really. Q2, the star of that session was Gabi Bortoleto with a P7. A bad performance, like I said, for the two Williams. They shouldn't really been out there when they looked so strong in free practice. And it was a great lap for Max Verstappen to stick it on pole position on 1:19.1 on that Q2 session. Kimi Antonelli in second, which was good to see him get into Q3, and Oscar Piastri in P3, and so it looked like it might be a struggle for the McLaren boys. And it was really close, just 3 tenths between the top 10. It was only just 4 tenths between the top 15 in Q1, so it was going to prove to be a really tight battle into Q3, and so it proved. But the man on pole position, Max Verstappen, what a surprise. They've been absolutely nowhere, just sort of not even looking like they're being a shot for front row of the grid even, but Max pulled off absolutely brilliant lap, a fantastic sector 3 that got him back and nicked pole position where it looked like Lando Norris had stolen it just before him, off Oscar Piastri. And well, yeah, we've got Max Verstappen to lead the field in Monza, which is really good news for the neutral, because the last thing we wanted was two McLarens to absolutely run away with it, and I'm sure he'll do everything he possibly can in the race to keep them two McLarens behind. He's got nothing to lose. The two guys behind have got a championship battle on their hands, so he can play rough, dirty and ready. We've not really seen him do that though, and in race conditions that McLaren is phenomenal when it comes to looking after its tyres. So we're not really sure where the strategy is calling. Is it going to be a definite 2? Is it going to be a 1? Can you run the risk of a 1? Who knows, but strategy will be massively up for play tomorrow. Lando Norris thought he'd nick pole position with a brilliant lap, crucial lap from him actually, because before that lap he was P7, 3 or 4 places behind Oscar Piastri, and he did not pull this lap off. It would have been a horrible session for him, but what a lap, a crucial time for him. He'll probably be a little bit disappointed he's been beaten by Max Verstappen, but overall a really good recovery, because he didn't really look like he had pole position lap in him. Neither of the McLaren boys. Oscar Piastri looked like he had the legs on Norris, so really well done from Norris to pull that lap off when he did. Oscar Piastri lines up in third place. He won't be too disappointed. he has got the championship teammate up ahead of him, and can he pull off what he did last season with that brilliant overtake in turn 2? So, turn 3 really, isn't it? Because count 1 and 2 as a chicane in Monza, which is a bit odd, but yeah, let's see what he can do in turn 3. It looks set to be a cracker. Ferrari, Charles Leclerc in 4th place. They didn't really look like they were coming to the party. They looked, obviously they pulled off that 1-2 in FP1, but throughout most of the qualifying, they didn't really look like they had anything in it. But when Q3 arrived, both of the Leclerc and Hamilton got quickly into the low 19s, and he thought, oh, are they in for a shine of pole position? On the final runs, though, they both were down on their first run time. So really disappointing from both Ferrari guys. Lewis Hamilton in 5th, he'll start 10th obviously because of his 5-place grid penalty from last time out. Yeah, disappointing I suppose when you looked at what possibly could have been, and they've notoriously gone well here in Monza, so a little bit of head scratching going on from them. The early pace setters, Mercedes, George Russell in 6th, Kimi Antonelli in 7th. Yeah, they'll be also looking at where's their pace gone, because in Q1 Russell was first, and in Q2 Antonelli got the pace to come into P2. So what happened in that final Q3? Again, I think there'll be a little bit of head scratching from them. They didn't really make the push like everybody else did and progress in that final Q3 session as we've seen them do before. So a little bit disappointing from them. Gabriel Bortoleto with a P8. I think that's a fantastic job from him in the Sauber. I thought they'd have a bad weekend so far. It's proved the opposite with Gabriel Bortoleto with a P8. A fantastic job to come in and put that car there. Be hoping he can stick in for some points. Fernando Alonso in 9th place. Decent job from him. And Yuki Tsunoda rounds off the top 10. Not a great lap. He was 7/10 off pole position, and he was much closer to Max Verstappen throughout most of that qualifying session. And he'd probably have hoped to at least Alonso and Gabriel Bortoleto in qualifying, but it didn't happen for him. I'm not sure exactly what went on his lap, but there we have it. It looks set to be a brilliant race tomorrow. Thank God Max Verstappen splits and is ahead of the 2 McLarens. And we've got the 2 Ferraris who were fast down the straights, breathing down the necks of the McLarens who weren't looking too pretty down the straight. So it looks set that will be absolutely brilliant for the race tomorrow. I can't wait for the action to get going. But that's my review on the qualifying session. Let me know your thoughts on who you've got for winning the race tomorrow. Can Max hold on for a magnificent Monza win? Let's wait and see. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. As always, see you on the next one.